Boa noite a todos. Dou por aberta a solenidade para homenagear o senhor presidente da FLOGEN Stars Outreach, Florian Kongoli, com a entrega do título de cidadão honorário do município do Rio de Janeiro, de autoria do vereador Dr. João Ricardo, de acordo com o decreto legislativo número 1041 de 2019, e aprovado em sessões plenárias nesta Casa de Leis. Solicito ao cerimonial da Câmara Municipal do Rio de Janeiro que conduza a mesa de honra as personalidades que irão constituí-la. Senhor Mário Linhares, apresentador do programa Linha de Frente. E o nosso homenageado, Dr. Florian Kongoli, presidente da FLOGEN Stars Outreach. Ouviremos agora o hino nacional. Bem, antes de dar prosseguimento, farei a leitura de uma mensagem aqui registrada do presidente da casa. So I'll read the message of the president of our council. Bem, senhor vereador, cumprimentando, agradeço o honrado convite para a solenidade de entrega do título cidadão honorário do município do Rio de Janeiro, a Florian Kongoli, presidente da FLOGEN Stars Outreach. Aproveito a ocasião para parabenizar o homenageado pelo justo e merecido reconhecimento. Congratulo-me com o ilustre senhor vereador Dr. João Ricardo pela iniciativa. Atenciosamente, vereador Jorge Felipe, presidente. Yeah. Mário, do you want to say some words for your... I think it's a good idea. Okay, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. I would like to congratulate Dr. Florian Kongoli for extremely important services, not only to Rio de Janeiro, but to humankind. Yes, I've had the opportunity and the honor of being a close friend for over 2 years, and he does a fantastic job with sustainability. Dr. Florian Kongoli is a guy that has on his cell phone, like on speed dial, 30 Nobel Prizes, yes, and he's got very close contact with them on finding solutions on how to make the world a better place to live. And organizing, like, for 15 years in beautiful venues around the world, the largest summit on sustainability, on sustainable industrial processing. And last year, we were honored, the city of Rio was honored having SIPS here, Sustainable Industrial Processing Summit and Exhibition. And we had here for the first time in an event, a scientific event, we had the honor of having 7 Nobel Prizes in Rio de Janeiro. And this is thanks to Dr. Kongoli, and I would like to thank the City Council and the City of Rio de Janeiro for recognizing this fantastic contribution, not only to Rio, to Brazil, but to the world. Thank you very much, Dr. Kongoli.
Well, before I read the message, I just want to congratulate not only our invite, but especially the counselor, Dr. João Ricardo, for doing that. I think it's really important for a city to have the pleasure to recognize the work, and more than that, to recognize the importance of sustainability in our city, in our country, and I hope that that will be like a kind of a benchmark for us. I think we will need to develop that in our city. I think we have a lot of problems, so I think we need to look abroad and see the best solutions, the best way to solve many problems, and I think it's really important for our country, our city, especially our city, to receive this kind of events that I hope it's not the only event that happened, but I hope that really every year we can receive this kind of professionals, scientists, and I think we need that in our city. So I'll read the message, and after that I will pass the opportunity to speak here. But I'd like just to Dr. João Ricardo asked me to read that. So Dr. Florian Kongoli holds a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science from University of Montreal, Canada, and a Doctor of Science degree from Tohoku University, Japan. Since 1996, he is a CEO of FLOGEN Technology Incorporation, a sustainable high-tech applied research institute incorporated in Canada and USA that today have offices and representations in more than 15 countries around the world while carrying out high-tech projects in more than 40 countries. Since 2007, he is a chairman of FLOGEN Star Outreach, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to achieving sustainability through science and technology, raising the profile of science and engineering in the society and properly honoring science and engineers. Since 2003, Dr. Kongoli has been president of organizing committee of the Sustainable Industrial Processing Summits, held every year in several countries around the world with an average participation of 500 authors from academy, industry, government, and entrepreneurship world representing an average of 80 countries. CIPS 2018 held in Rio de Janeiro in November 2018 in Rio Autumn Palace was great success that brought a record of 7 Nobel laureates and almost 500 authors from 80 countries around the world. Dr. Kongoli has about 25 years of rich scientific and applied technology experience through direct involvement in numerous invited engagements in all continents. He has worked with more than 6 well-known chemical and metallurgical companies and several well-known universities around the world. Dr. Kongoli has published 77 books, and about 190 scientific articles in the last 10 years, and has delivered in numerous countries about 200 plenary, keynote, and invite presentations, as well as articles, technical reports, and research presentations. He has served in many leadership positions in national and international organizations. He has participated in business and governmental delegations in numerous countries, accompanying prime ministers and ministers, other government officials. Dr. Kongoli is an elected member of Euro-Mediterranean Academy of Arts and Science, and member of the Industrial Achievement Award Committee of International Federation of Automatic Control. He is an editorial board member of several international journals. In August 2017, he was awarded the Environmental Tech CEO of the year 2017 by CEO Monthly Magazine in UK. Congratulations for your great work, and now, that I have to speak in Portuguese. Faremos agora a entrega do título de cidadão honorário. I was making a joke that now we're going, it's a kind of a title, a certification, that you are honor citizen of our country, our city, but the main part that is not here, that's now you are carioca. You are legitimate carioca. So that's, I think it's the main important thing that we have to really show and point here, because it's, I really think it's a pleasure, not only a pleasure, but an honor for our city to have this opportunity to recognize you with this kind of title. And one more time, congratulations to our friend here, Dr. João Ricardo, for this initiative. That's it.
Coração do meu deeply honored and humbled to receive this prestigious and honor here at the Rio de Janeiro City Council. It's an honor that will stay with me forever because every time I am in Rio, I feel home. Since 2012 that I've been for the first time in Rio, this has been the city where I feel relaxed and I enjoy. Compared to many other cities, the spirit of Rio is really particular compared to anywhere else. And this is the spirit of Carioca. I remember that when we were choosing the place for SIPS 2019, I was going to the beach, I was thinking too much. And somebody that was distributing the chairs for the Autumn Palace told me, "Smile, you are in Rio." And I smiled. And magically, I found a solution for the SIPS, the best one. This is the magic of Rio. That's why they say Cidade Maravilhosa. Another event, when we started SIPS, I was told not to do the opening event in the kiosk in front of Rio because it was never done before, to bring 500 people at the kiosks. But I spoke with the owner, I spoke with many people there, and I decided to do there against the advice of many people because I believed on people when I met them. What happened that day, I was ready to cancel because it was raining, almost raining. It has been raining until 6 when the event started. Then it was a hard decision to cancel in the beach the event or to continue. And I took a hard decision to continue. We put some umbrellas in the beach, on the sand, and then what happened? Essentially, magically, the rain stopped, and everybody was happy. This is the magic of Rio. Just 2 examples. And then it became one of the best events we have organized all over the world. The spirit of Rio was there. Everybody was in high spirit. Everybody was enjoying. It's something really magic going on here. That's why they say Cidade Maravilhosa. And we gave for the first time awards to young scientists, engineers. And the awards were named after 2 Nobel Prize winners. And they were so emotional. They were saying, because we never advise people for the award in advance. It is 100%. It's 100% surprise. They were completely shocked, and one of them said, "Florian said that this is a city of a miraculous city, so city Cidade Maravilhosa." And I confirm that this is a magic for me today. 3 simple examples that I've given from my experience in Rio. Every time I come in Brazil, I've been in most 20 cities in Brazil. We have business in Brazil. We have various cooperation in sustainability, and always I enjoy. But always I try to come to Rio. It's specific and it's different. There are many reasons that you feel home in Rio. Another example, they told me, be careful when you walk in Copacabana Beach during the night. You have to keep the phone, phone inside and not show. For me, I learned that these are myths. I never had a problem, a single problem in Rio. I walked in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning. I ran in the morning during the Copacabana Beach with my cell phones, with my cameras in the hand. I never had a problem. And my Brazilian friend said, "Yeah, probably you are lucky because you look like Brazilian." which actually is not the case, but this is really what happened. And when we organized in Rio, we had some people from other parts of Brazil saying, "Oh, it's dangerous in Rio." I tell them it's wrong, and we convinced 7 Nobel laureates, 500 people around the world to come and enjoy Rio. And from all the impressions we received, has been one of the best events we have organized. Rio has a great perspective. Rio and Brazil, as we see it, it's a great perspective and is fast coming with wise decisions. I give a forecast here. I don't usually give forecast, but in about 10 years, Rio and Brazil will be one of the most developed countries in the world. Sure, this is due to wise decisions that the Brazilians have to take. You mentioned some problems. I would say that problems are also big opportunities. And people that use and take advantage of these opportunities, they are the heroes of tomorrow. They build tomorrow. I think the Brazil future is bright. And sure, with the right decisions in the right direction. And you have been in the forefront of sustainability since 1992, when the first United Nations Sustainability, it was a different name at the time, was held. Since the time, we are so many years later, and what Rio and Brazil needs to stress more the role of science and technology in sustainability. So cooperation between scientists, technologists, engineers and the government is a very important thing, because science finds solutions, government chooses the solutions and then applies the solution and helps applying the solution. So it's hand in hand cooperation, and this is is related to education and civil society, but this is really the formula of success. So when we say sustainability, it's 3: developing the economy, growth, we shouldn't forget that, protecting the environment and developing the society at the same time. Any importance given individually to one of these 3 factors is not good. If you forget growth and society and deal only environment, then you'll have demonstration, people without job. That's not sustainable. If you put the stress and the importance on the education only, and then forget the environment, that's not good, and the growth is not good. Then there will be just theoretical development, but not practical one. And then only growth, also by ignoring environment and development of the society, also is not good, because it pollutes the society, pollutes the environment, and at the end of the day, in long term, it decreases the growth. So the right combination of growth, protecting the environment and developing the society, this is the winning formula, which is for us has been our mantra, our mode of our raison d'être. So, but in these 3 criteria, there are 3 pillars. It's science and technology for us, is governance and civil society. So if these 3 pillars, like in a table with three legs, one of the legs goes, everything falls down. So if we don't have the cooperation between government, scientists, engineers and civil society, we're not able to achieve these 3 criteria of sustainability. So this is where the challenge and opportunity for Rio stands. And I forecast, I am being recorded here, in 10 years, with wise decision, Rio will be one of the best cities. It's already the best cities in the world. Problems are opportunities, and it will be one of the most developed cities in the world. Again, I'm humbled, and it's a great honor for me to be part of this city where I always felt home. When I go other cities, is work, is vacation, but I always miss the spirit, the Carioca spirit of Rio. So today I can say that I am somehow part of this city. Agora sou Carioca. Obrigado, muito obrigado, cidade maravilhosa. Thank you, and I'll remember this forever.
Your Portuguese is better than my English, so congratulations. Well, it was a very good experience, and today I think it's a special day. Now you have a responsibility to represent Rio de Janeiro abroad. I know it's, like you said, our city really has a lot of problems, but at the same time a lot of opportunities. And we have a unique way to live. I know that sometimes we are, people say that we just care about the pleasure of the life, but it's not true. People from Rio work a lot, really, but at the same time we are really proud about our nature. We're really proud about our city, and I think every Carioca wants to balance this in our lives. You know, to have a very good life, enjoying our city, but at the same time to have a lot of opportunities to work and develop our skills, develop our potential. And I think. And you remember very well that Rio de Janeiro, we had here in 1992 a huge event about sustainability. I remember that I was in the school, but it's funny because I was at the end of the school. I was born in 1974, so I was ending the school, and I remember that was a huge event, and we have a specific highway, the Linha Vermelha, né? The red line. It's a highway that they built just for this event, and since that time, the security was something that everybody was afraid about it, but something happened here in our city that every huge event, not only that in 1992, but especially the World Cup and the Olympics, everything was great. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if it's God, I don't know if it's something that we have this kind of spirit, like you said, Carioca spirit, that in the main events, everything it's okay. So I hope that you have this, you will be one more, how can I say, ambassador of our city, and I'm very glad that you realize the Carioca spirit. So I think it's you already done a great job with that. Might want to say one more thing? Just a second. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Counselor, just to add, Dr. Florian is planning a huge event, regular event
Yes.
in Rio de Janeiro. He's going to talk a little bit about this, but just because of the feedback that authors and participants of SIPS had, because they loved Rio. It had like a 98% of satisfaction rate.
Wow.
So it was very high. And we are talking about people that are used to holding events in the best, most beautiful places in the world. This year, like a month ago, it happened in Cyprus, beautiful place. But I mean, nothing can top Rio. And I will let Dr. Kongoli announce his future plans for big and huge events in academic science and engineering. So please, Florian.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, Stacy. The idea is to bring to Rio in the spring a science tech conference. This will be in addition to our SIPS that we do every year, but this is in the autumn. And the structure is different. It will be a unique one in the world. And probably in May, you suggested in May, and we agree about that. This will be a complement of SIPS, and as I said, will stress the role of science and technology in achieving sustainability. All the countries in the world have been deficient in acknowledging the role of science and technology, and this is a great opportunity for Rio to stress it for Rio and for the world. It will be an international event, not just Brazilian, but it will be a great one to bring Brazilian scientists, engineers, and engineered scientists around the world. So it's a spring meeting, it's a spring science tech, Rio Sci-Tech, or Rio with a different name. It's not so important, but it's science and technology, which will bring the best players in the world, from industry, from academia, from entrepreneurship, and also from government of various countries, politicians and members of parliament. This is the idea. We do this, but this is a complement of the SIPS. So it will run in parallel and in different SIPS is in autumn, this will be in spring. And people will love coming. By the way, Brazilians are great scientists and engineers. We have, I mentioned, we have various cooperation with them, and this will, they are passionate. I know many young engineers, they have started working in different companies, and they are very quick, very wise, and so that's why I'm saying it's a great future with the wide decisions in the 3 dimensions that I mentioned. I was saying that if someone in the world today, especially in the so-called developed world, one of the problems is balancing work to life, to private life. And this is one of the major things that in the world we see today. It's very difficult. Where to find the balance? How much you should work, how much you dedicate to family, how much you have to dedicate to family, how much to enjoy life, and the limit and the boundaries are simply mythical. Everybody in the world seems overworked, overstressed. Now, the idea is that if Rio has one thing, if people need to find this mythical balance, they have at least to come once to Rio.
Yeah, that's great.
This is my suggestion, this is what I'm going to say.
Great. Yeah. Well, it's I think it will be a very important event that I hope that happen every year here in the city. I really think it's will be an example for other events like that I really hope that everything will be a success like the last year, and hope that Rio gets one more time like a reference in the world in this kind of subject. The sustainability, once we got the 1992, like you used to call Eco 92, yeah, and after I think they changed for Rio 92, yeah. Then I hope that Rio de Janeiro will be a very important participation in this kind of debates, and I hope that the scientific how can I say, scientific, not a group, but area that find here in Rio a good city to talk about it, to study, and really hope that our mayor, our governments, they realize the importance of this kind of events. So, well, now we at the end. I have to read in Portuguese again, just to end this important event here. Agradeço a presença de todos, aos assessores, à equipe técnica da Câmara Municipal, a todos, né, nossos queridos aqui que sempre fazem as nossas solenidades, que estão sempre ao nosso lado. E convido para os cumprimentos na sala inglesa, logo após ouvirmos o hino da cidade do Rio de Janeiro. Muito obrigado, só escutar agora o hino para encerrar oficialmente.
Cidade maravilhosa, coração do meu Brasil. Cidade maravilhosa, cheia de encantos e encantos, maravilhosa, coração do meu Brasil. Essa canção e das belas canções que vivem para os gente, és o altar dos nossos corações que cantam alegremente. Cidade maravilhosa, cheia de tantos mil. Cidade maravilhosa, coração do meu Brasil. Cidade maravilhosa, felicidade, ninho de sol e de luz. Cidade maravilhosa, cheia de tantos mil. Cidade maravilhosa, coração do meu Brasil. Cidade maravilhosa, cheia de encantos e encantos.
por encerrada a solenidade de hoje. Muito obrigado, boa noite a todos.